For the last 3 nights, I have been in spiritual warfare. And for approximately the last week to week and a half, God has had me in the book of Jeremiah and the book of Zechariah about war. A war is coming. And we are in the midst of a spiritual war now. The last 3 nights, the dreams have been consistently where the enemy has been trying to infiltrate in different ways. And God has been showing me and having me to wake up, which has been my prayer, that I am able to wake up and cancel the plots and plans and devices of the enemy, and that God shows me strategy, shows me tactics, and shows me these plots, plans, and devices. And there has been a heaviness in the atmosphere, like a cloud, almost like walking into a room with a cloud of smoke that kind of engulfing, or going out into the roadway, driving your car into a fog like that. That's how it's been. And that's how it is in the atmosphere. Now, I don't know who else is experiencing it, but I've ran into one other person that I saw a post about today. And this is why I'm posting now, because I wasn't sure that I was going to share it. I wasn't sure that it was time to share it. And this just started consecutive this week. But as I was helping someone else go through deliverance, I experienced something similar, where I saw the enemy trying to infiltrate. And God showed me where the enemy was trying to infiltrate that person. And God woke me up to war on behalf of the person. To stop the infiltration. So yes, spiritual warfare is real. And yes, we have to take our position. And we have to walk in our God-given authority. We have to walk in the authority that He's given us. But something about the dream, one of the dreams that I had, that was so detailed and so specific. It was going into this room. 2 people going into a room. And the room they entered as their regular selves. And because they entered this space, when they came out infiltrated. They came out, and you could see this demonic spirit on them. You could see that they were infected, I should say, by the spirit. And that they walked out. And I don't believe that they knew that they were infected. That they knew that they were affected by going into the room. But when they came out, you could see it. And also in that same dream, one of the things that was a door was what was being entertained, what was a religiosity, what was a holiday, a religious practice. And actually one of the holidays that I noticed that was in the very dream was Christmas. That was something that I picked up. And how I picked it up was because one of the figurines that was in the particular dream was dressed as a Santa Claus. So that was something that I picked up out of the dream. That is some of the things that we do, some of the things that we were taught, some of the religiosities and the traditions that we picked up along our life's journey. They were taught incorrectly. We picked them up not knowing. And some of these things we have to let go, down to the foods that we ate, the practices that we had, the things that we wore. They became idols. They became things that we worshiped. And if we don't let some of these things go, or let them go, they will be our demise. This is what I believe God was trying to show me through this dream. Because these people walked in one way and they walked out another. It was almost like they walked out in a trance. They didn't even understand what happened. And I began to wake up and pray. In the midst of the dream, I was praying. And once I woke up and came to my conscious state, I began to wake up all the way and pray. Because we have to undo some things that were done in our life. We have to go back and repent for our forefathers. Things that they didn't understand. We have to go back and tear down altars in our life. They were built before us, but we have to go back and tear them down. And ask God to forgive our forefathers, for they didn't know. And even when they did know, repent on their behalf. Because that blood is still crying out. And we have to do it now. Because there is not much time left. We cannot fall prey to the enemy's traps. Do it now before it's too late.